Hello, and welcome to RunGP's War Thunder plane analysis. Today we are going to take a look at the Pe-3 Soviet Level 3 bomber. This is for several reasons. First of all, I've been asked to do some bomber gameplay, and I guess this is a good chance to do it with a plane. And secondly, I was asked in one of my videos to do a video about the Pe-3 as a fighter. The reason being the Pe-3 is in 3 different levels, 3, 4 and 5, early, late and beast. This one I haven't just yet used yet, and you can see it starts without bombs, and wow, a bomber without bombs. Well, the reason for this is that the Pe-3 is classed a bomb, but actually it was not in real life. It was a heavy fighter and a light bomber, both, but mostly it was used as a heavy fighter, escort for Pe-2s and to try to get German bombers. And as such, it starts just with weapons, with machine guns. The Pe-3 beast has a couple of heavy machine guns and 1 cannon. The Pe-3 early has a couple of heavy machine guns and 1 light machine gun, and the Pe-3, the normal one, has a couple of heavy machine guns only. So you are going to start without bombs, and as such you want to use this as a fighter, and people can get a little trouble with that. I can understand it, because it's a plane that you have to understand to use. Can this plane be a fighter? Yes. It's very big, it's very heavy, it's very aerodynamic, so you can use it in boom and zoom. But also it's a Soviet plane, and by this I mean I don't want to use this expression, but it's OP in one sense. Let me explain to you. In the Soviet factory, there is not a single plane that has its final flight model. All of them are placeholders, and all of them, as far as I know right now, they are overperforming. So they perform better than their historical counterparts, maneuver better, they don't lose energy as much as you would expect them to do. They are better at high speeds. There are a lot of things that they are better in the current state. Of course, this is going to be fixed, and final flight models are going to replace the ones that are right now in place. And that's the reason why I'm not doing a lot of reviews on the Soviet planes. Why? Well, because I like to do reviews on planes that have a proper flight model, the final one, or at least one that comes close to real life. Why? Because I want these videos to help you out with the plane, no matter what it happens to their flight models. So what you're going to see tonight of this plane, probably you won't be able to see once its proper flight model is in place. And that's why I don't make a lot of Soviet planes, because if I do them, then when the final flight models are in place, I'll have to do them all over again. And call me lazy, but that sucks. It's the same with the British Bullfighter, for instance. It's a plane that overperforms, is totally broken, and is worthless to do an analysis of it. Because once the proper flight model is in place, I'll have to do it all over again. So I'm just waiting for the proper flight model to be in place, and then I'll do a review. But this one, as a bomber, is not as big as a problem. As a fighter, it is. That's the problem. But, well, you're going to see it. Well, I was telling you, when you start, you have no bombs, so you have to use it as a fighter. This plane can do a very good job as a boom and zoom plane. Has light weaponry, but it fires concentrated, because all the weapons are in the nose, so you are hitting pretty hard for the weapons it carries. It's heavy, has good aerodynamics, so has a good dive and a good zoom, has a very good top speed, it's a very fast plane for its level, and on top of that, it maneuvers. It really is very maneuverable. It's very agile, of course, for a plane this size. Don't expect it to turn with hurricanes or with Spitfires, because it's not going to do that at all. But you can turn very well, and that's going to serve you well. Why? Because if you use this plane to go for enemy fighters that are totally focused on something else, for instance, they are following a friendly guy, they are not going to see you coming, and in the time they are distracted, you can put enough lead on them to deal fatal damage. So it can be a very, 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 very good fighter for that reason, because it maneuvers well, and you don't really expect him. You don't really expect someone in a Pe-3 to be dogfighting, to be honest. So you see when I say, well, whatever, I'll deal with him later. But when you find him in your back and firing, then that's a problem. So yeah, you can use this as a fighter very well, and you're going to see that in the videos. As a bomber, this plane is a fast bomber. You have two choices with this plane. One of them is come at medium high altitude, staying fast, and drop the bombs with the bomb sight. And the other option is to dive on the target, drop the bombs, and get the hell out using the speed you have built up in the dive. Actually, this is a pretty hard bomber to catch, given its level. If you use it in a proper lineup, for instance, I mean a level 4 lineup, because I have a Pe-3. If you use this in a proper lineup, it's a very fast plane. So a lot of enemy planes are going to have a really, really hard time catching you. And it's so heavy and it's so aerodynamic that they are going to have a lot of trouble following you in a dive. So it's a very survivable plane. Very. It also takes hits very well. Stands a lot of enemy hits. Just be careful, because if you get hit here or here are the fuel tanks, and they can make you explode. But other than that, it's very durable. It's very fast, maneuvers like no other biplane, twin engine plane, and dives and zooms very well. So, well, let's put that on work and see some of the action. Well, first of all, you want to do is to pick 10 minutes tops fuel if you are going to use this plane as a fighter. In this short clip, you are going to see me using it as a fighter, and you're going to see what I mean by surprising your opponents. When you see a Pe-3, you are thinking he's going to bomb something. Basically, you don't expect him to turn on you, or to pull some fighter tactics on you. And you can really troll people with this plane, and you're going to see this right now. This goes all along with the idea of use this as a plane to surprise your opponents. Play mind games with them. Surprise them, because if you surprise them, the plane is going to do the rest, and you're going to see this in this video pretty much. Right now I'm just standing at bomber height. I'm just faking that I'm going for the ground targets. I haven't dived, I'm not maneuvering, I'm just going straight and level. And taking a local run for enemy fighters. Why? Because enemy fighters are going to see a bomber and are going to go for it. And there you go. There I see a high BF 109. And I know that thing cleans very well. And I know he's seeing me. And I know he's coming for me. And I know he's going to try to catch me. Basically, right now I know that guy is coming for me. So what I do is to throw him. Here he comes, all confident, thinking, wow, I'm going to kill a bomber. I use my speed, because I was very fast, to go up. And he was climbing, so he's not as fast as I am. And there you go. There he is, hanging on his prop. I have seen me doing this. You know the drill. It's easy. He's hanging. He's there. He's waiting for me to kill him. And this is what you want to do with this plane. Surprise the opponent. Let's see more of this. This time we are going to see how to catch a bomber. Unlike some comments in some of my videos, I know how to aim. And I know where to aim to kill enemies. The problem is that with a plane with a 37mm cannons, you shouldn't be forced to, but whatever. You are going to see me dealing with a Henkel 111. Frontal pass, pull out, and come back. And now with these weapons, which are machine guns, they are not cannons, what you want to do is to concentrate and focus on a weak spot. Basically, every plane wing is a weak spot. If you put enough lead in a single spot on their wing, it's going to rip off. just like that. So you can see, just put enough lead and it's going to cut even Henkel 111. The thing is, and this goes for all the critics who say they don't know how to aim, the thing is you shouldn't be forced to do this with a cannon plane. But whatever, let's see more of this. This time on port map, I'm just coming high, preparing for my dive attack. In this game, I carry bombs, but I'm going to mix them bomber and fighter roles. To start with, I'm going to dive and I'm going to put some bombs on target. First, I use my bomb sight to put one bomb there, and then dive to put the rest on place. And I'm going to change to a fighter role as I pull up. You'll see that. Bomb, bomb, and bomb. I pull up. Take a look at what's on the spawn and take a look at what's behind me. I know there are a couple of bombers who can, actually 3 bombers went past me while I was diving. So, well, I just pull up behind them and accelerate to get them. This plane, for the size it is and the heavy it is, accelerates pretty well. I have someone on my back, I check. Nah, it's a buffalo. Not big trouble because I know I can overtake him in a long chase. And besides, I have work to do. See a Junkers 87. I drop my bombs because I want to be maneuverable. Right now what I'm is a fighter. Put some lead on him. And actually this is funny because I died in this plane and in this game because I got that poor guy twice, and I was typing in the chat while someone killed me, but you'll see that later. You see how well this thing turns for a plane this size, and you see how fast it builds up in speed in a dive. So, well, I'm just behind that Junkers. It's a bomber, it's a pretty tough bomber. I drop my bombs again to keep my maneuverability up. So I shoot him and try to focus on his wing, and in the end he ends up crashing against the destroyer, so I get a kill. I see a hurricane there. He's not aware of me, I can tell that. Put some shots on him, he's passed. Pull up and come down on him. This thing really maneuvers very well, really does. So yeah, there you go. Hurricane again, another pass. Pull up and move again on him. Drop the bombs. I want to be maneuvering. I am behind a hurricane. He's giving me a good shot. But I'm running out of ammo, which is unfortunate. I have to reload now. So well, I pull up. I guess the super destroyed for whatever reason, I don't know why. But well, I pull down on him again. See a guy suicide himself, which is good. And there you go, a hurricane, which is good. 2 kills, some ground targets. See that buffalo, but he's not catching me. SU2. He tries to ram, no luck. I avoided him in the last moment, thankfully. Some frontal hits on that guy. And I have bombs, and I have enemy targets, so bomb. 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 And keep on running. Why? Because I have a guy behind me. Oh, it's a Taika, a 153. So I go to the cannon position and shoot at him. And there you go, another kill. Junkers 88 there. As you can see, that guy put some really hard shots on me, but I'm basically okay. I have some damage, I don't know exactly where, but because the little plane is showing in the left. But no big deal. So well, Junkers 88, next target. I see he has some guys on his 6. Two of them collide. Well done, team. Well done. Ah, kill stealers. Whatever. There you go. Hits on the wing. Wing rip off and dead. That again goes for those who say I don't know how to shoot to weak spots. But the thing is, with a plane with machine guns you are forced to. With a plane with cannons you shouldn't be able to. You should be forced to, sorry. But whatever. Enough of the rant about the bombers. Have someone on my back. It is an A20G. This thing I know I can outrun, but with a light machine gun I'm not going to do a lot of things. And in the end, he's closing on me, so he's faster right now. So I just drop my bombs and get out of his arc of fire. And now come back on him, of course. He has attacked me, so I go for him. You can see it's 200 kilometers per hour and how well this thing maneuvers. And there is the guy which I told you before, the Junkers 87. And you see I'll go for him later again. The thing is, I know for the name, Chus Villaverde, that's a very Spanish name. So I know he's Spanish, but whatever. Hellcat. I move behind him. As you can see, I'm always going for the guys who don't expect me. This guy was going for that plane of us, so I put enough lead on him to kill him, and he ends up crashing in the destroyer, but actually I had killed him before he fell down. 153, hits on him, he's moving out. Junkers 87. That poor guy. And this is going to get me killed. You'll see this now. I'm telling in Spanish, I'm sorry man, I'm not picking on you, because it was the second time I kill him. But while I do so, there's someone who's coming behind me. That Pe-3, which is coming super fast, and I should have maneuvered to put in my front, but I didn't, so I have to deal him with my gunner, and that's a very heavy armored plane. He puts a lot of hits on me. He actually sets me on fire, and I die. That this is your lesson. Don't get distracted in this plane. Actually no plane, because it's going to get you killed. And now for the last clip in this video, you're going to see me playing like a pure bomber. This means I'm not going to be distracted by fighter crap. I'm just going to concentrate on killing ground stuff. I already have bombers unlocked. You should have bombers unlocked after a few games. If you kill 1 or 2 planes, in very few battles you'll have bombs. So there I come, coming from very high. You can see I'm about to hit 800 kilometers per hour, and that's super fast. I just pull a bit, I pull out a bit. I notice I have someone in my back, a Hurricane, which is a much slower plane than this one. So I just level up. I don't have to do anything else. Level up. I have cleared the guy in my 6 because he's no longer following me. So I use my speed to build altitude. And when I have enough, I'll come back. The bombs reload very fast. This is a bomber. This is not the Messerschmitt 410 you saw in my energy tactics for attackers. This one reloads very fast, so I top it off. And drop against the targets again. Always, of course, check around, because if someone is around you while you are coming back, you might have a trouble. But as soon as you point your nose down and you use web to build your speed, you're not going to have any trouble. So yeah, dive on the targets again. I see someone is taking them out, and 86k, so I concentrate on the targets he's not killed. Drop my bombs. See the bomb? And get all those enemy targets. Again, moving up at high speed, 550 kilometers per hour. That's super fast for a plane this level. So expect not to get catched a lot if you play this plane like a fast bomber. Of course, be also careful, because if someone with your 6 as your top, your vertical maneuver, you are going to have a trouble in your dive. So right now, if I had someone in my back, I just keep on going. Just keep on going until he desists, and I can come back again. What I'm doing is building my altitude. I drop my bombs so I can climb faster. Because when I want to do the next attack, I want to have altitude on my side to build enough speed to get out without anyone following me. So I'm just waiting for the bombs to reload and turn back. Remember, this is a Pe-3. You can do this in fast bombers, not in very slow ones. If I was in an SB2, for instance, I wouldn't be doing this. I would stay high and drop bombs from an altitude. But in fast planes like this one, you can do this style of attack, and it's very effective. Because basically, the people who are down low are turning and fighting each other, and they are quite slow. So if you blaze past at 600 kilometers per hour, they might try to target you, but they won't be able to catch you. So it's a very effective way to conduct bombing. So there, I dive again, build up speed. Again, I'm about to top 600 kilometers per hour. And get well over that. So drop bomb, drop bomb, drop bomb. And the last one, I see no target, so I just drop to be faster. Again, I have someone in my 6. This time he's trying to follow, it's a Spitfire. So I have to build my speed back, type in a bit. And look at that, I'm almost 600 kilometers per hour fast. Do you think that guy is going to catch up with me? Hell, no. He is up. So again, I extend. I keep my speed up. I see a hurricane back there who probably is pointing my way, but I know I'm pretty much safe, so I threw my way. Again, I have bombs reloaded. I drop them because I want to climb higher to win speed as I come back to the targets. And that's all. I mean, that's all. I actually could mix it up a bit, like you saw in the last video, and try to kill some enemies while I'm between bomb passes. But if you want to play this plane as a pure bomber, or if you are in a plane that doesn't maneuver as well as this one, and you want to use the fast slashing attacks, for instance, I don't know, maybe in a Japanese Ki-49, this type of attacks pay off really well, actually. And of course, Messerschmitt 410, attacker planes that are very fast. This is what you want to do. I drop bombs again because I'm still not high enough for my liking. I want to top at least 2,000 meters before I come back. I'm starting to come back right now because I'm at 2,000 meters. And I have enough altitude below me to win speed as I come back. And for this kind of bombers, speed is life. This actually is a way of making this plane work as a bomber. You could just stay high and drop bombers from an altitude. Just done on you. If you see some very fast planes in the enemy team, try the altitude thing because it's going to be a bit safer. But if you are at altitude and you see someone going for you, just dive. You still can do your bombing run, and the guy behind you is not going to catch you. So you can see that. So yes, diving. And looking around, of course. I know I have no problems right now. I'm in a dive, building up speed pretty fast. I'm actually 550 kilometers per hour quick, which is very quick for a plane this size. And I'm going to be very near 600 kilometers per hour when I drop the bombs. As you can see, I'm stepping in the dive and winning more speed for the critical moments of the attack. Drop one bomb there, drop another there, and the last two I'll just drop in a second because I ran out of targets, so I want to reload the heavy ones. In this plane, the first bombs you drop are the 250 kilogram bombs, and then the 100 kilogram bombs. And the ones that really work very well are the 250 kilogram bombs. The 100 kilogram bombs, well, if you can try to put them on a target, do so. But they are not as effective, so try to concentrate at least for 2 bomb releases. That would be good enough. Again, keeping my speed up. And planning for the comeback. All the enemies are low, and all the enemies are slow. No one is going to catch me, so I feel safe. I see a cargo ship, and I'm thinking about going for some ships now, because they are very... basically their ground targets are mostly gone. So... yep, I see, the problem is I see a bullfighter, and the cargo ship is gone. I see a bullfighter and that guy really worries me. And here is a lesson. A 250 kilogram bomb on a destroyer will kill it. But it's hard to put at this speed a bomb in a destroyer. So I get greedy. I just put one bomb there, one bomb there, and a couple of 100 kilogram bombs there. But I kill no destroyer. Because I got no direct hits. With this I did, but 100 kilogram bombs don't destroy a bomb. Don't destroy a destroyer. So, well, focus your fire. Focus your bombers when you go for naval targets. Don't get greedy, because it doesn't pay off. You saw, I could have bagged a destroyer in my pass, and I get known. Again, I'm pretty clear from enemy fighters. So I just do a reversal. Build my speed again. And this time I'm going to drop all my bombs in a single target. Because it's plain to see that if I get a hit with a 250 kilogram bomb, I'm going to destroy it. But it's hard, at 500 kilometers per hour, it's hard to put all the bombs in place. So I put a couple 200 kilograms bomb, I drop the 1 kilogram bomb there, and still there I didn't get a direct hit. So I get a kill. Don't be greedy, because it's not going to pay off. And now I have my lesson learned, is that, okay, I'm going to put all my bombs in a single objective. Because otherwise I'm not going to kill him. It's as simple as that. I see that the destroyer is taken out, so I come back for the last one. And this time it's going to be all out. All my bombs. Also, it's very hard to miss in a longitudinal approach like this. And there you go. Final blow, bomber, and I was barely touched by anything. And that's how you play this plane. That's how you play a fast bomber. Stay fast. There's no more secret into that, because your speed is your main asset. 21 ground targets, good XP, and good money. Well, you can see that. Very effective plane. It really does very well. It's a good fighter on unsuspecting enemies. If you are trying to dogfight with you in a one-on-one, just turn tails and use your speed. But if they are unsuspecting, just use these weapons. Also, you've seen you have a back gunner, and there's other that you can see because of the angle of the camera can go below, but it's actually shooting from a very small window near the back wheel. This one doesn't do anything else than scarring some enemies off, because has no angle of fighting. This one has restricted fighting angles, but given how fast you are, most of the people that are coming for you are going to come from behind. So you can really use this to good effect, as you saw in the video. Well, the only thing to mention is that they are very cheap to repair. 234 lions. Come on, that's super cheap for the things this thing can do. It can do a lot of things. It's a very good money maker. A very good money maker. So, well, that's all for the Pe-3 early bomber. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did so, please give me the thumbs up. Any comment you want to make in the comment section below. Any plane you want to ask me to review, please tell me so. And if you haven't yet and want to see more of these videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later.